Okay, so what we're gonna do some margin. So actually, we're gonna put that aside for now, and we're gonna open up the bird. Take the top off. I'm actually trying to do this with one hand. I mean, actually, one hand is on the cam. Now, this is my mods where I did my antenna. This is my antenna mods. Where it's soldered straight to the transmitter. This is where it's sending the signal out. I just put a little mod there. Okay, now, first thing, what I had to do, I changed my battery, my power supply, the connector. I ordered some battery. I don't know if you can see it real good. Okay, so order a 400 milliamp. It's still 3.7 voltage. Let me see if I could. Okay, there we go. 3.7 voltage, 30 cranks, and 400 milliamps. Okay, now this, because I'm going to be running the bird and the camera, and I'm trying to get a nice little good enough flight time. Actually, if you watch my other video, this what I was running, and it gave me a good enough flight time. I never really test the time. Later on, after I finish doing what I'm doing, and I accomplish what I have to accomplish, then I'll take it out and do a little time testing and see. Actually, I have some other batteries, so I'll do some battery testing. And matter of fact, I'm gonna build a thing where I could do two batteries, so I could, just so I could play around with it in the field. That's what it's all about for me, the fun of it. Here, so as you can see, I got a lot of stuff going on around here. I got soldering gun just chilling, waiting to go in action. That's the top. Got my prompts out here. I labeled them. I just took a marker and I just labeled them like RR, right, rear. You know, you just put anything that you could understand. And it's time to get crack-a-lackin'. Oh, yeah. All right, YouTuber, now, so I trimmed down the camera. This is the camera here. I just left with a positive and a negative wire. And here's where the antenna is going to be connected. So somehow I'm going to have to put, this is the front of the bird. So flipping it over, somehow I'm going to have to put this camera inside here. And wired up to the bird that's over there, so they all work as one. Now what I did, I got this little device here. I just found it somewhere, and it actually fits on the camera perfectly. So I need to drill a hole that is exactly this size inside the bird right here. So I'm going to have to pull out my drill bit and find a drill that is exactly this size. And the camera should fit in there with ease, with no resistance. Okay, let's see if we can make it happen. Okay, you need some accessories. So we got a drill over here. Actually, the first thing I did, I plugged my drill in. I remember the last time when I was doing the Bugs 5, in the process of drilling, my drill just went out because it's been sitting there for a while. You know, I'm just getting back into the hands-on things. But anyway, I got my drill ready, got some drill bits, and I got my cosmetic kit there just in case I need to do any cosmetics and all of that. The drill, you know, runs all of that. So, and here it is. So we need to get a drill bit that's gonna match this hole and drill that hole into the bird right into the center, which is probably easier to identify. If you look in here, probably can't see it. There's not much light, but there's a little thing. There's a marking in there that you can't really see too good, but it'll help me to identify the center, and then I'm gonna have to drill a separate hole. I don't know. I'm probably gonna use this one and then send the antenna for the bird somewhere else so they're not there's no conflict. Anyway, let's see how that works out. Okay, so we have the camera and we need an antenna to put on top, to put on there. I went in my little toolbox and my little uh, reserve, and this is all I could have came up with. Problem is the wire is so short, and the antenna up here is so big. So what I'm gonna have to do is drill a hole. I'm gonna have to drill a separate hole. Actually, I have it marked out. It's gonna have to be right here, and I'm gonna have to put the antenna through the hole and have this little piece here sticking out over here. Let me see what I could, if I could do. Okay. All right. What I did, I just sticked it into the other hole. Okay. So this is all I'm gonna have to work with. So from here, actually this is gonna be over here where that is holding. So I'm gonna have to work on that to connect it to the camera. So I mean, if I had more space to work on, it would have been, you know, a 1, 2, 3 job. But without much space to work, well, let's see what happened. And as you can see, the hole in the front didn't come out all that great. You know, this is thin. I should have used a more higher power drill. Anyway, but it's good enough. We'll see how the end game is. Okay, YouTubers, I finally got the antenna all soldered inside there. There's not much light, but there it is. I had my ground soldered on and my lead, and that's the antenna that's gonna be providing the FPV from the camera, just 5.8, and I'm gonna be picking that up on my goggles. So now the next thing for me to do is to position the camera, make sure it's straight, you know, make sure it's at the angle that I want it, and then after that hit it with the glue gun. And after I have that all set up, then I could wire up the camera to the bird right there, and I drill a hole in the back. That's the front. I drill a little hole in the back right here. This hole right there is where the antenna used to be for the bird. That's this antenna here. But I don't want it to be this close to this circular, so I drill a little hole in the back here, and hopefully I get less interference. I know I'm gonna get some, but hopefully I minimize the interference. Okay, so hope the glue gun is warmed up, so let's do this. Okay, so We got the we got it glued in there. Um, I think I put enough. I don't need to go all crazy. So I have the camera, I have the antenna soldered on to the camera. Got the camera in the middle, and all I need to do is wire up the power to the bird, and that should be it. Okay, let's see what we could get from a finished product. All right. Okay, YouTubers, now this is the finished product right there. We got the camera mounted in there. And as I said, this is the antenna that I soldered onto the camera. And I just drilled a hole, had it sticking out. And as I said, I drilled a hole in the back. Now this antenna here is for the bird. And this is, the remote. So we could test this out real quick. Oh, come on. Okay. Turn the control on. And we're going to be using our Prime S or Prime 1S today. Usually when I'm flying, I'll fly with my EV100s. But for display purposes, we're using the Prime. Okay, what's going on here with the Prime? Okay, say we have a picture. Now that's coming from that camera that we embedded inside this little cheap drone. Now, and we could do FPV. See? That's my ugly face right there. Okay, we're good. So next thing is as far as the range now, as I said, this antenna here is designed for the 5.8, which should give me a better range than what I was using before, than what I was receiving before. So the only thing left is to take it out on the field and test it out. And we're displaying from our Prime 1, but we're going to be flying with our EV100. Yeah. All right, so I'm out. So up there in the sky.